So yeah, finally, it's that time of year again where the Premier League kicks into action. You know, it comes round, and then before you know it, you're halfway through the season, innit? But it's that long wait until it comes back round. Thank God those Euros are over, though. You know, I'm not really interested in that. Are you?
Not really, no.
Did you follow any of the matches?
Only the quarterfinals and the semis.
I think I watched a couple of matches, and in the final I watched like 10 minutes of that, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. Bring back the Premier League, because that's what I'm really interested in. It's Premier League.
This is what we were interested in.
No, not that, babes. This is. Why do I keep calling you babes? You're gonna think I'm a fucking batty man, though.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, so we're gonna discuss our top 10 predictions, right? We're gonna take turns here. So who's gonna start? You or me? Should we click an invisible coin, heads or tails?
Tails.
Oh, look, it's tails. So you're gonna go first. You tell me who you think is gonna finish the upcoming Premier League season as winners.
This is a tricky one. Even though Leicester City had a good season last year, I don't reckon they'll finish as champions. So I'm gonna go with, bearing in mind no teams have played yet, so this is off my head.
Yeah, this is just like what we've seen so far, like transfer wise.
I reckon
stuff like that.
I reckon.
How do you think?
I reckon Man United will be, from seeing what I've seen, I think they'll be Premier League champions. So
you're gonna put them first?
Yeah.
Right. So like, obviously for me, I'm gonna do a short list of like Man United. I feel like saying Arsenal, but like they always do the same shit, don't they? They're always at the top, and then they just start effing up and going down. So out of Man U, Man City, and I really think it's going to be out of Man U or Man City, because Guardiola's coming to City, innit, and he's meant to be a good manager. But like you, I'm going to go ahead and say Man United to win the league.
Yeah,
because do you know what I'm saying? Because they got Mourinho in charge, and Ibrahimovic. He's the kind of guy that's just going to get them vital goals, isn't it? Something they were lacking, like that goal scorer that could just find the goal. Look at him already. He scored 2 goals in pre-season.
They've been lacking that in the last few years, Man United.
That's the thing, like, because their team, they didn't have that guy who would always like score the goals, did they? And that Ibrahimovic, he's like a top player, so he's like their Van Nistelrooy now. Yeah, he's gonna bang the goals in.
They were lacking in the.
I'm gonna say that Man United to win the league. I'm not even gonna be biased and say my team. I'm gonna say Man United. Like Chelsea, they're not even in my mind as like they're gonna like. But yeah, let's move on to your second team. Who do you think is gonna finish second?
This may come as a shock to people, but I'm going for Liverpool to finish second.
Because you said earlier, didn't you?
I'm going for Liverpool to finish second.
Are you? That's a high spot.
That is a high spot.
Is it because we beat Barcelona the other day?
That might have something to do with it.
Yeah. Okay. So far you've got. We should write this down so we know what you've said, innit? Right. Second. Has Man City signed anyone?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think they have.
They've only signed Guardiola as the manager.
Yeah, and that's going to be his first season, so... no, second I'm going to go... It's going to be Arsenal or Chelsea for me. I want to say Arsenal because, like, Wenger's there and, like, you know, their team is already, like... They did good last season, didn't they? They finished third. So they can only get better, surely. So I'm going to say Arsenal for second. Man City and Chelsea have got new managers, so that's going to take like time to adjust, isn't it? So I'm going to say Arsenal second for me. So let's move on to the third. Who do you think is going to finish third?
I'm going with Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
To finish third.
So because you know Arsenal, they always have like good seasons. No. They always get in the top 4.
And I do believe.
And they always go on a run.
This is Arsene Wenger's last year in charge.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they need a change in it, because like, look at all the other teams, they've all had changes except for Arsenal. Yeah, another good thing about this predictions video is that we can look back at the end of the season and see whose one's more correct. And
Yeah.
then there's none of this saying, I said that was going to happen, and then someone say, no, you didn't, and blah, 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 because now it's going to be all on evidence. These are our predictions, yeah, before the season starts, and then 10 games in, we'll do it again, yeah?
Yeah.
Because then you get a feel of the teams and that, and then maybe we should put a bet on, innit?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, for these predictions, yeah, let's put a fiver bet on. And then 10 games in predictions, let's put another fiver bet on. Whoever gets the most correct wins, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let me name my third team. I'm going to say my Liverpool for third. Because I was going to put them in fourth, but I'm thinking, wait, Klopp's had a season there. He signed some decent players. And basically, this is like not his team to 100%.
Yeah.
Like, this is like more of his team. And last season we got to 2 finals because of him. I reckon, yeah. Third is highest we will get this season. Fourth team, the final Champions League spots.
I'm going to go for... No, this is a bit hard to say, but I'm going for City for fourth.
So not even Chelsea fourth.
I was going to say Chelsea fourth, but...
But have you even signed anyone?
Yeah.
Who?
We signed that Nankatanga person, whatever he's called.
Sorry, I don't know who that is. So
I don't know that either.
It's so tricky though, isn't it? Like,
Based
these
on...
days, there's so many good teams in the Premier League.
I'm putting Man City fourth based on last season.
Okay, well, for fourth spot for me, who have I got out of the big ones? I've got City or Chelsea. I'm going to say City as well. Because like Chelsea, like they pretty much got the same team as last year, but a new manager. So I'm going to say Man City. Bearing in mind,
Chelsea did finish 10th last year with the same team.
Exactly. So they're not going to jump straight into the top 4, because like when teams do like that, usually it takes them time to come back. Like look at Man United; they're taking their time to come back. So into the fifth one, who?
I'm going with Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. For me, right, fifth place for me is out of Chelsea and Tottenham. Who's going to get that fifth spot? I'm going to say Tottenham. Tottenham, yeah. Because, like, Chelsea's got a new manager and they're just going to have to adjust. But, yeah, so who's your sixth
I'm
team?
going with Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah. So, you're going to say Tottenham now and I'm going to say Chelsea. So it's sort of flipped around there. Yeah, Chelsea. I think Chelsea will get 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Chelsea will get that 6th spot. So yeah, now we move on to 7th spot.
I'm going for Leicester City.
Leicester City, yeah.
Because other teams will be playing better this year, so Leicester will only end up finishing 7th.
I doubt Leicester would like repeat what they did last season, especially now Kante's gone, innit? Imagine they started doing the same thing again. That would be like, what? How are they doing that, innit?
No.
That would be madness. They're in the Champions League as well, aren't they? That would be a 7th spot. So 7th spot, I'm gonna say, is that out of West Ham or Everton for me? Because Ronald Koeman's gone to Everton, isn't he? I'm gonna go with West Ham though. West Ham. Because they finished 6th last season, didn't they? They did well. They beat us a few times. Right, yeah, your 8th place team. Who are you gonna go for?
I'm going for Sunderland.
Sunderland, that's a shocking one. Do you know why I say that's shocking? Because what did they do last season? Weren't they in a relegation battle? And now Allardyce is the England manager.
Yeah, the reason why I say that is David Moyes gets the best out of teams.
Is he gone to Sunderland? I didn't know that.
David Moyes gets the best out of teams that are like in that area.
Yeah, because he was alright at Everton, wasn't he? He weren't too bad, really. Was at the 8th spot.
Yeah.
Right. So, for me, for 8th, I'll say Everton. Because I know Ronald Koeman's a good manager, and Everton always around in places, in it. Like they never like quite managed to get in that top 6.
Damn.
So on to the 9th one now. Who's your? Remember, we're only doing top 10. Top 10, because like, if we would be all day if we was doing the whole team and no one cares about
I'm
what
putting Everton.
You have Everton.
Yeah. The reason why that is, I think, it's at 9th.
Yeah.
The reason why that is, they're going to drop down because I reckon they're going to lose Lukaku.
To who? Is he linked with a move?
He was linked with a move to Chelsea a couple of weeks ago.
Was he?
Yeah.
They should have never let him go. I think, like, Everton, why don't they just go for Benteke then? Sell Lukaku and get Benteke.
Yeah.
Innit? Same sort of player, really. But maybe Lukaku, I don't know who's better. I feel sorry for Benteke though. He didn't really. He scored some good goals, but he just didn't really work for a minute. So that was a 9th, innit? My 9th is going to be out of Leicester or Stoke. And I'm going to say Stoke. Stoke City, because Mark Hughes, innit? Stoke City are decent. They get all them sort of players that top teams think are fringe players.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Adams, Peter Crouch, Joe Allen's gone there, and didn't they get Bojan, Arnautovic, Afellay. See all these sort of players that come from top teams, but they're not considered. They're considered like fringe players for top teams, but then they come together and play well. So who's your last team?
My last team is going to be West Ham for various reasons. Why?
West Ham.
Because they had a good year last year with Slaven Bilic, but it's going to be hard to repeat that again because they're a new stadium and everything, and it's much bigger than
I didn't think
Upton
of that.
Park.
Yeah.
So they'll probably struggle a bit to acclimatise to their new stadium.
True, because it's not going to be like home to them, is it?
Yeah.
A home ground because they're moving. So my last one left is Leicester, because other people, they'll probably put Leicester City in the top 6 or something because of what they did last season. But like, I personally think like when a team achieves something like that, they rarely would ever go on to repeat it in it, because like especially when like say if like Mahrez leaves next or Vardy, then that team is going to be different anyway. Kante's already left. Right, so that's our predictions, guys. Why don't you write your predictions down in the comments section, and we're also going to post this video on your channel,
the Erdy Show.
The Erdy Show.